Right now at noon, thieves make off with 200 bronze vases from a southeast Kansas cemetery.
And we're coming to you live from Pittsburg, Kansas at Jake's Fireworks, where we are exchanging your old battered flags. We'll have all the details.
And still planning your summer getaway? Why some of the hottest places could offer the best deals.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities released the name of the woman found dead in Buffalo Creek. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Tanya Buck. Topping our first 7 minutes, the Grand River Dam Authority says civilians found the body of 38-year-old Ashley Revilla from Wyandotte early Sunday morning. They found her in about 6 to 8 feet of water in Buffalo Creek near where it enters the Elk River. GRDA officers recovered Revilla's body and turned it over to the medical examiner's office for processing. A hostage situation in Delaware County, Oklahoma ends with one man dead, apparently from a self-inflicted gunshot. Delaware County authorities say they got a call around 12:30 Monday morning about a man with a gun inside the home of his estranged wife north of Grove in the Red Rocks area. Authorities say the residents in the home had a protective order against 55-year-old Gary Combs. Oklahoma Highway Patrol arrived to assist in negotiations. They say they heard a gunshot, and shortly after 8, authorities used tear gas and an armed vehicle to get inside. They say they found Combs dead with a single gunshot wound. Other people in the home made it out safely. The Garden of Memories Cemetery north of Pittsburgh discovers several bronze vases stolen from headstones over the weekend. And this isn't the first time vases have gone missing. Officials say it happened last year over the 4th of July weekend and in October. It costs $300 to replace each vase, and it's up to the family of the headstone to pay for it.
They're pretty expensive, and unfortunately it is upon the family. I make every effort that I can to help that family and to come up with some solution to replace their vases so they can put their flowers in there respectfully.
Total of 200 vases were stolen. Well, the Great American Flag Swap is underway, and if you plan on hanging Old Glory this Memorial Weekend, but your flag has seen better days, this is the perfect opportunity for you. KOAM's meteorologist Sam Blaine joins us live from Jake's Fireworks in Pittsburgh.
All right, we are live in Pittsburgh, Kansas at Jake's Fireworks, where we are doing the flag exchange. You just bring in your old flag, your old tattered flag, Old Glory, and bring it in, and we will give you a brand new flag. And of course, we'll be disposing of those flags properly with the VFW, with the American Legion, I believe, over there in Joplin. I have with me today Phil Sabona from Fort Scott. You drove all the way down here from Fort Scott to do this flag exchange, Phil.
Yeah, correct. We heard the article last night on the news, and it's the only proper way to do it.
Absolutely. And Phil, you served in the military. Tell us a little bit about that, because Memorial Day is coming up.
Yes, Army, Vietnam, 1970.
All right. And he drove all the way down from Fort Scott, and you got a brand new flag out of it, and
Correct.
You also got some coupons to use in Jake's Fireworks for some nice materials in there, like wreaths and flowers for people to decorate the graves with. So it's a beautiful day here in Pittsburgh, and thanks, Phil, for coming down. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's do the weather. We've got some storms, but unfortunately they're not in our area. They're off to the south and west in northeastern Oklahoma and also northwestern Oklahoma, where they desperately need the rainfall. They've been in a drought situation as well. And if we take a look, we're going to see the scattered showers mainly staying down to the south in Oklahoma today. But as we go through time, we're going to start to see some more showers and storms moving up into our area as we head into the weekend. That's when we're going to see a better chance of storms across our area tomorrow. That's when we're going to see the storms moving into our region. And if I can get my map to change here, we will go on to the next map. And we'll try it here. I'm going to try to move my map here. I apologize. Let's see. Well, we've got storms down in Oklahoma. Let's just show the radar, I guess. We're going to have temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees today with partly cloudy skies. And then as we go into the weekend, we're going to see dry conditions as well, but we do have some storms in the between. Like tomorrow, we're going to have storms coming in from the east which is kind of an unusual direction. Normally they come from the west, but we have some moisture coming in from the east tomorrow, and that's what's going to spark the thunderstorms. And then about a 30 to 40% coverage on that. Then as we go into Thursday, we're going to see 20% chance of showers in the afternoon. And then it's going to be turning drier for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, Memorial Day, we're going to have another round of thunderstorms possible scattered around the afternoon for your Memorial Day. But I think the better chance of storms is going to be on Tuesday with a 40% coverage of storms. And then it turns drier as we go into next week. So all in all, not a bad forecast, especially for this time of year and for Memorial Day weekend. Tanya?
Thank you so much. It does sound like a good Memorial weekend. And if you want a new flag, all you have to do is bring your tattered one to the Jake's Fireworks on North Broadway in Pittsburgh today until 2 p.m. Thanks, Sam. A driver is facing multiple charges after slamming a U-Haul truck into a security barrier near the White House late last night. It happened at a security barrier at Lafayette Square, which is about a block from the White House fence. No one was hurt, and there were no explosives in the vehicle, but a Nazi flag was recovered at the scene. U.S. law enforcement official tells CBS News the suspect made threatening statements directed at both the vice president and the president. That's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on KOAM News at noon, the summer travel season is almost here. We're going to check out some emerging trends. And later we're making a cheesy cherry Danish in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Well, just like last year, summer travel is expected to be busy and expensive. Experts say international trips will be big now that more countries have opened their borders after the pandemic. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette reports on what's trending from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Jay and Colleen Kim from Falls Church, Virginia, and their son Logan recently stayed at the new Waldorf Astoria in Cancun, Mexico. Expedia ranks the city the #1 international destination this summer, followed by London and Rome.
It's a good place to travel so that we're not spending a lot of money trying to get here, and we can actually spend the money here to have fun.
The upscale Waldorf features patios with soaking tubs overlooking the ocean, 2 enormous pools, and decadent desserts.
Whenever we enter a new region, a new country, we want to build and create a Waldorf Astoria for Cancun versus a Waldorf Astoria just in Cancun.
Expedia forecasts this summer's top domestic destinations will be New York, Los Angeles, and Seattle. Travel expert Christy Hudson says flight searches for far-flung countries are also surging.
Seems like a lot of people were still waiting to take those big bucket list trips, and now this is the summer that they're ready to do it.
If you're looking to save this summer, consider areas most people wouldn't this time of the year, like Scottsdale, Arizona. As temperatures rise, hotel prices drop, including here at the Four Seasons.
The 5-star resort, filled with desert landscaping next to Pinnacle Peak, offers casita rooms with telescopes and plunge pools in some. Summer rates start at $365.
Seasonality and our ability to offer luxury at a very affordable rate is one of the beauties of this market, and it allows people to take a little moment to detox from life.
We stayed at these hotels for special rates, and some are offering travelers unique activities, like this performance from the dance group Bandaloop on the side of the newly renovated Fairmont Century Plaza in Los Angeles.
Today's discerning traveler wants experiences, and they want to create memories that will last a lifetime.
To start creating summer memories, Expedia says it's best to book now for international trips and 60 days out for domestic destinations. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Expedia finds the busiest and most expensive day to fly this summer will be Saturday, July 1st, and the least busy will be Thursday, August 24th. Still to come on the KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Today, we're sharing a bakery favorite that takes me back to when I was a kid. I'm wondering, do you have a favorite bakery treat that brings back special memories for you?
It is a beautiful day here in Pittsburgh, a great day to come on down to Jake's Fireworks to exchange your old glory. We'll have all the details and your forecast when we come back. All right, thank you very much, Tanya. Yeah, we're in Pittsburgh at Jake's Fireworks, where we have a lot of exciting things going on here today. I have with me Mark Frame, and Mark, you're with Jake's Fireworks. Tell us what's going on out here today.
So today we're doing the flag exchange. So if you have an old flag that you need to have disposed of properly, we'll take care of that for you, and then also give you a new flag. And we're also working on selling our Memorial Day flowers, which will be open through Memorial Day from 9 to 6.
And you're also giving out some coupons, is that right?
We are. So if you need a discount on your Memorial Day flowers or quick sip drinks or fireworks for the 4th season, come on down.
That's right. It's about as hot as a firecracker already, but you know, the 4th is right around the corner, so you've got all kinds of things for people here.
We do. So come down and check out our flowers and exchange your flag and enjoy this beautiful day here in Pittsburgh.
You know, we've almost ran out of flags there for a minute, but I think we've gotten a resupply, so it's a pretty good turnout so far.
We've been impressed, and we have plenty of flags, so you don't have to worry about us running out. So
all right. All right. Well, thank you very much, Mark. It's been a beautiful day, as Mark said, here in Pittsburgh, and it's going to be that way through most of the afternoon. Let's take a look outside right now at Seneca, Missouri. You can see at Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, things are looking pretty nice down there as well. And if we take a look at the high yesterday, it was up to 78 degrees after starting out in the 50s, which actually was not too far from the normals. Of course, we weren't anywhere near those records of 92 and the 40s. We are getting a little bit behind on rainfall for the month and for the year. Hopefully we'll make up a little bit of that tomorrow with some scattered thunderstorms, as the drought is still in control for southeastern Kansas, and now some of that drier conditions are starting to sneak back into western Missouri. So we need to beat back the drought just a little bit with some of those showers and storms. So let's take a look, and you can see we're expecting mostly fair conditions today, and you can see on radar that most of the storm activity is well to the west and southwest. Temperatures right now are in the 70s for the most part across the area, with light and variable winds, mainly from the east though. And this afternoon we're going to see temperatures warming up pretty nicely. Right now in Joplin it's 78 degrees with the south wind, and the dew point is up there at 53 degrees with a humidity of 42%, and the pressure is holding steady. Let's take a look and show you what we can expect for today. Right now we're expecting the severe weather to be down in the Texas Panhandle, not really a big concern in our area, and that's good news. And then tomorrow the severe weather stretches from eastern Colorado down into the Texas and Oklahoma Panhandles. Again, really not expecting a lot of severe weather with the storms tomorrow. But as you can see, the rain chances today are going to be low, but then as we go through tomorrow afternoon, the rain chances really start to jump up across the area. In fact, some areas could get up to around half an inch with some of the heavier storms. Most everyone is going to get maybe around a tenth or two, maybe a third on average across the area. So it's not going to be a big washout with those storms tomorrow. So let's take a look at the forecast. You can see that today we're going to see highs in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees with the best chance of storms off to the west. And then tomorrow we're going to see those storms moving into our area, a 40% chance of storms with a high of 81. And then on Thursday, the rain chances decrease just a little bit, 20% on Thursday with a high of 79. But look at this, as we start the holiday weekend, Friday 77, a little bit cooler. Saturday and Sunday look dry with temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. And then, of course, once we start the Memorial Day, we have to throw in a chance of thunderstorms, about a 30% chance on Monday. But I think the better chance of storms is actually going to be on Tuesday. So most of the weekend for the holiday is going to be pretty dry. It's also going to be a little bit on the warm side, but not too bad across the area. Tanya?
All right, thank you so much. We will be back with you later in the show. And stick around, we're making an easy, cheesy cherry Danish after the break. Well, today's throwback dessert will give you a warm feeling after just one bite. Howard shows us how to make an easy, cheesy cherry Danish in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
When I was growing up, every Sunday morning, my dad would take my brother and I to this little bakery to pick up an assortment of freshly baked rolls. Before we left, my brother and I would get to choose one pastry to eat on the way home. I always got a cherry cheese Danish that had sliced almonds on it. It was so good that today we're sharing a version that we recently came up with. We start by opening a package of crescent roll dough, but rather than unrolling it, we slice it and place each piece on a baking sheet. Then we flatten the center of each with a juice glass and sort of pinch the edges so each one looks like a shallow bowl. Now we fill the center of each one with a sweetened cream cheese mixture. On top of that goes a spoonful of cherry pie filling, and into the oven they go. Once they cool, we drizzle them with a 2-ingredient glaze and sprinkle on some sliced almonds. You know, these look and taste exactly like the ones I grew up with. The filling is so creamy and the pastry is buttery rich. You can start making your own memories by getting the recipe for our easy cheesy cherry Danish right on our website. Hey Cal, come try these. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we went back to my childhood for a memory-making way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Aren't they good?
Yeah, those look good. You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Here's a look at our 4-state market prices.
All right, welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. We are live at Jake's Fireworks here in Pittsburgh, where we're exchanging your old glory flag for a brand new one, along with some other things that we're giving away. We are going to have a wonderful day across the area. Temperatures around 80 degrees for the high. Storms start to enter the picture tomorrow with 30 to 40% coverage on that, and then a lesser chance of storms on Thursday. And then the weekend looks pretty good, dry with temperatures in the upper 70s. And then as we move into Memorial Day, we do have a 30% chance of thunderstorms on your Memorial Day, but I think a better chance of storms will be on Tuesday. So that's the way it's looking right now. Back to you, Tanya.
All right, sounds like we need to get our lawn mowing done today, or better yet, head out to 3002 North Broadway at Jake's Fireworks to get your flag exchanged.
Yeah, exchange the flag and then not have to mow the lawn. That sounds like a much better alternative.
There you go. What do we have coming up tonight at 5?
Well, at 5, the CDC is warning Americans about a possible resurgence this summer of Mpox, formerly known as monkeypox. It comes as a cluster of new cases is discovered even among vaccinated people. More on that in Health Watch. Plus, a Joplin mother speaks out after her daughter was involved in a foiled kidnapping in last week's Third Thursday. And Cherokee County residents will need to find another location for driver's licenses after announcements of permanent closure. Hope you join us for those stories, a lot more. KOAM News at 5.
All right, thank you so much for joining us for the KOAM News at Noon. We'll see you right back here at 5 o'clock.